Welcome, welcome. As you begin to enter your meditation space, just find a way to sit comfortably. And I always remind people to just forget about the way that they see people sit for meditation. And the most important thing is that you are comfortable in the way that you're sitting. So gather any things that you might need. A blanket, a cushion, 2 cushions, a bolster, and then begin to settle down. You can sit on the floor, in a chair, on the side of your bed. Just allow yourself the time and the space that you need to settle down. You may, for this practice, want to have a journal nearby. So if you do, you can grab that now. And we're going to be meditating with a focus around the new moon in Aquarius. So it was a new moon on Monday. And new moons are really beautiful times for recognizing the beginning of a cycle and potentially planting a seed of intention. So the new moon this cycle is in Aquarius. And she is symbolized by the water bearer. And even though she is surrounded by water, she is an air sign. As you come into your space, just take a couple of breaths, breathing in, breathing out, feeling the air moving in through the nose and out through the nose. Notice how it feels to breathe in your body today. Allow the breath to be natural. No need to change anything about the way that you're breathing. And if you haven't already and you feel okay to, you can begin to shut the eyes if that feels right for you in this moment. Lengthen the spine a little as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, relax the muscles of your face. Soften the face. Soften the shoulders. Soften the arms and the back. Sitting up tall, but with a sense of softness here. On your next exhale, can you allow the chest and the belly to begin to soften? Allow that softness to travel down into the thighs as the body begins to melt a little. Feel your connection to earth becoming greater. Allow your awareness to rest at the breath once again. Breathing in and breathing out. In the sign of Aquarius, friendship, sisterhood, group activities, trying something new and joining a group could be a focus. It's a time to consider situations in your life with a new perspective, to approach things with outside of the box thinking, to receive support. Sometimes we find that really, really hard to receive support. And expressing platonic love for those around us. So as you breathe here, just consider those words. As you stay in the body, softening, relaxing. As you breathe here, I'd like you to visualize the water bearer. She is surrounded by water, carrying an urn. She collects the water, which signifies the emotions of the world. And she transmutes them using the power of air. Staying with your breath, breathing in, breathing out, that feeling of the air traveling in through the nose, out through the nose. The water bearer then pours the water back down onto the world to bring a shift in consciousness. Perhaps there's something in your life that needs a fresh perspective, a shift in consciousness, or a new approach. Could you use the symbol of the water bearer and the element of air, your breath, to provide that shift in consciousness? Maybe there's a situation, a memory, an experience at work, in a friendship or a relationship that requires you to look at it from a different angle. Could you offer up the emotion around this situation to the water bearer? Could you let her take that emotion? And with your breath, transmute the energy around that, the charge of that feeling. To dissolve it, revealing perhaps this shift in consciousness, this new approach. Breathing in and breathing out. Notice if, as you're thinking of this situation, the mind is getting caught up in the story. And that's really normal. If it is, can you come back to the element of air, your breath? As you breathe in and out through the nose. Perhaps by allowing the breath, the element of air, to support you, dissolving the feeling, the emotion around a situation. Perhaps in doing that, you would feel more comfortable asking for support, receiving support. Maybe within this situation that needs a fresh approach, it's because you need support. Perhaps bring to mind the person that you would like to support you. Maybe it's you. Maybe you are all that you need in this moment. How could you support yourself? Allow the breath to be natural and smooth. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. As we begin to close our session today, close our meditation practice, take a moment here to acknowledge anything that came up for you in this space and thank it for being seen. Thank it for coming forward. thank yourself. Thank yourself for being brave enough to dive into any feeling, emotion, or situation that needed to be explored. Bring hands to the heart, place the hands over the heart. Feel the slight pressure of the hands pressing into the chest. Tuning into your heart here. Gently begin to flicker the eyes open. And perhaps if you have your journal, taking a second to make any notes around what came up, or making a note to perhaps contact the person that you would like to share or receive support from. So just taking a moment to integrate and acknowledge anything that came up for you in that space. Wishing you all a really lovely day. Look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.